Hello everybody and welcome to Fallout 1 Part 2, and let's get started. We have to deal with Junktown. Right out the bat, make sure you're unarmed, make sure that it's not nighttime before you enter, otherwise everyone will turn hostile right off the bat. And then we get to go and speak to Lars, I believe his name is. And we can offer to help him with the gang problem that essentially every place in the wasteland apparently has. Your discretion is advised, by the way. But either way, yep, there we go. I should mention that all these tables are actually different inventories for the store. Either way, I really don't have too much to sell. I mean, I already sold most of the flares. Most of the flares we can get rid of. And I don't think there's any point in the game that we actually need a crowbar. I know that there's... I know there's things for the... for Fallout 2 that you can use a crowbar for, but... I think that's about it. I know, I guess I could also sell that as well as that. There we go. Anyway, after talking to the main guy and exiting dialogue, we actually see a murder attempt. Keyword being attempt, because this guy's actually pretty weak, he's unarmored, and right, unless he gets two criticals, he's probably not going to kill you now.
Listen, thanks for saving my life. It's a mighty brave thing to do. It looks like we...
And we can agree, and he gives us the recording and bug. Tape recorder and bug. Either way, make sure you put your weapon up. Speaking of which, yes, I'm going to be doing most of the good things for this playthrough, mostly because of the karma system, because it's pretty much bugged so that every reaction is dependent on whether or not you have good karma or not, and most people actually just react better if you do have good karma. Either way, we enter this area, and make sure you don't talk to any of these gang members, because after one attacks the waitress, Neil just sort of waits the guy and we can actually get some weather armor off him, which is substantially better than our weather jacket. Anyway, we can actually compliment this guy and ask him if he does music anywhere else, and we can get map markers to the hub, the Brotherhood, and of course the Boneyard. Most important being the Brotherhood, but the Boneyard is pretty important as well. Either way, we can actually talk to, what was his name? Tycho, yes, that's it. Either way, you can ask him how he survived, and then tell him he's knowledgeable, and ask like what, and sure, that'd be great, and it gives you a slight bonus to outdoorsmen, I believe. And we can also ask him to be a companion. He has a shotgun at the start. Either way, let's see here. Anyway, I forget how exactly we do that, but there's supposed to be a side quest between him and the waitress. Not entirely sure how to trigger that though. Either way, you could possibly get dog meat, which would be your third companion over there if you have a weather jacket. Pretty sure a weather jacket's required, but I really wouldn't recommend it because dog meat doesn't take command, so he's likely just going to run up to the closest enemy and get mowed down later in the game anyway. Anyway, I should mention that all these patrons as well as the gambling facilities will be down the instant if you decide to take down Gizmo.
What do you want? I'm a busy man.
Anyway, we can tell him his assassin failed.
I know who you are.
Tell him you can help him. And as long as you don't do anything obviously stupid like that, you should be able to just talk to him, as I will just go over and motion to the door. Alternatively, you can actually use the steel skill and put the bug on him on the desk. Anyway, there's a few options for this particular scenario as well. For instance, you can actually convince that gang member right there to actually be a witness against these gang members for non-violent solution if your speech is high enough. Anyway, you can talk to Vinny and he tells you to go steal the ashes of the bartender's wife. if you want to join them, which we're going to be giving them back soon enough, so let's go do that. Of course, I'd highly recommend saving, because that 14 millimeter thing he has is really not something you want to deal with. And it'd be easier if you got out of the way. There we go. Too bad we can't do that in combat. Oh boy, this may take a while. 32. Okay, I'm gonna save right next to it then. I wouldn't recommend allowing you to get caught, because that essentially means you have to fight with literally every guard in town, and that's a really bad idea this early in the game. And it might take a while. Usually it doesn't take any more than 5 attempts. There we go. I should mention that sometimes in the cell your companions will get frozen at the start where they spawn in that. Anyway, I better make sure I do that before I start on the other quest line, because I think it jumps right to Gizmo once you get the once you go back to Wars, once you have the bug. or confession. Anyway, let's save over that.
So, did you get the evidence?
Yes, I did.
It's here. That's the first time I've been happy to hear his voice. Thanks, friend. Now, time for you and me to take care of the other business. Well, thanks again. Well, listen, I'm gonna take the guards and run Gizmo and his cronies out of town. I could use another gun. You up for it? Might be good for a laugh.
Yeah, I think you can get up to 500 caps with a high enough speed scale. I mean 500 additional caps, seeing as I'm pretty sure ours frozen 500 at the start anyway. Anyway, we now have a shotgun. I'd rather have the Red Ryder limited edition BB gun, but this shotgun will do okay for now. Okay, let's get started with dealing with Gizmo. And really, the biggest threat is actually going to be Izzo. That's the fourth time someone shot me that was one of my companions. Well, at least Izzo's out of HP. Anyway, the Mauser's actually worth 1,500 caps, I believe. Okay, and let's in combat. Alright, there we go. Let's just put that shotgun up. Very useful tool to have right now. And what's here? I have to go back to Vinny. And we need 10,000 for the next level up. Anyway, tell him you'll meet him later. And what's here? Let's get the shotgun out. Make sure you don't go near the jail. They get really mad if someone tries messing with the door. Anyway, let's save. I should mention that there is actually a bug in this particular quest because sometimes one of the people you're supposed to take down will actually be non-hostile, and if you attack them when they're non-hostile, the entire town attacks you, so hopefully that does not happen. So let's tell them that they're going to kill him and say yes. And really, I'm not too concerned about Neil because the other guards will be defending him. Or at least it should be. Uh-oh, that one's non-hostile. The quest can complete while there's that one of them there, so I may just have to tell them and let them deal with it themselves if this problem keeps continuing. No, boys, like that problem's going to stay. That's rather unfortunate. Let's try it one more time. I'm really not even sure what triggers that. It doesn't seem like they're having... I'm really not sure why that one isn't being hostile. I suppose they could use explosives to take it down anyway, but that's a pretty big waste of explosives. But either way, I guess that's what we're going to have to do. So let's try it again. Hopefully she's hostile. If she's not, I really don't know what else to do. That is not what I meant to do. Either way, she still doesn't seem to be hostile, so... Alright, I guess that's it. I guess that's it. I will say it's rather unfortunate I couldn't do that quest properly because of that bug, but oh well. Let's head over to the hub because there's really not a whole lot we can do. I'll tell you that. Pretty sure most of these ones are either going to have SMGs or 44 Desert Eagles. Either way, the hub has a lot of equipment that you can actually get. For instance, most of these people have SMGs or Desert Eagles. I think this one actually has an assault rifle. Most of these guards are either going to have assault rifles or combat shotguns. And while I'm here, I may as well talk about the Miss Stapleton glitch. Now, in the vanilla game, I don't know whether or not this version actually kept that, but there's actually an exploit you can use involving Miss Stapleton because she actually has a store with two inventories. The first one being what's on her own inventory, and the second one being what's in the actual library inventory. Now, point is, if you sell anything that's not in the library inventory to Miss Stapleton, it's actually going to appear in her inventory in the vanilla game. Again, we will see about how exactly this one actually plays back. I never actually... Yeah, let's do that real quick because I'd rather not be carrying something that's literally 6 pounds around. Besides, I forgot to get a book anyway. Either way, they already dealt with the skulls, so that's not a problem. But either way, I guess I may as well get ult that's here anyway. Either way, the Miss Stapleton exploit essentially means that she actually has two inventories, one being the library inventory and one being her own inventory, and anything that's not in her library inventory is actually going to appear on her inventory, which means you can just buy a whole bunch of stuff and then actually use your steal skill, get the items back, and then just keep reselling it over and over again. Because the library inventory in the vanilla game actually restocks immediately. Either way, yeah, let's read that book. And 76. Yeah, I guess that's about it for this area. Of course, we want to wait until daytime before we leave. Because if you try leaving during the nighttime, everyone turns hostile and attacks you. Alright, well then, let's get going then. We still haven't found any real clues as to where a wire chip is yet. Of course, I know where it is, but I guess we may as well let the story play out. Anyway, let's go to the hub again. Oh, special encounter. Is this the oh, this is that one. I see. Well, that's fine. I get 8. And really, this the amount you get actually depends on what your luck is. I think it's something like 900 something times your luck. It's optimal to get if you like have 10 luck though. I am not going to complain about that. Of course, I will say the Red Ryder BB gun would arguably be more useful. Anyway, most people still talk to you even with a weapon now, but there's going to be at least 2 people I can think of that won't. The first one being the Maltese Falcon, which is Decker's main bodyguard, and the second one being, I believe her name is Beth in the guns area. Okay, looks like I actually gave the hunting rifle over to Ray Taicho. Alright, we can get rid of the leather jacket as well. But let's see here. There should be a submachine gun we can actually get in the old town. And what's here? Level 4. I probably could have gotten level 5 if that thing didn't bug out. Anyway, yeah, there's a submachine gun here. Also around 450 caps in this one, and there should be a crate out here. Anyway, whatever you do, make sure you do not accidentally enter through into this building, because there's a guy with a combat shotgun that's just going to pretty much take you out immediately. That's assuming you survive all the people with SMGs in there. Anyway, we can talk to this guy, and he tells us to go and talk to Butch.
Time is money, chit chat is not money. You hot damn, someone with guts. Done and done. Go talk with my second.
What is the job?
Make it quick. Well, some caravans have been disappearing on us lately. Damn, that's simple. Find out who's doing it and tell me. Or, well, there's, you, I really want to hear it now. How do you...
And down you go check it out. And we have to wait until daytime. And make sure you're not armed, because Beth won't talk to you unless you're unarmed. Anyway, after getting told about the death claw, we can just scan through the inventory real quick. Not too many things important, although I'm pretty sure she also sells BBs some of the time. Which, especially if you have a Red Ryder limited edition BB gun, is absolutely great. But I think you get around 300 shots worth of that in the special encounter anyway, so you're probably not going to run out for a long time anyway, but either way. Alright, we need to make sure we get a rope in the repair manual. And that's there. Alright, there we go. Anyway, let's see if the Miss Stapleton exploit is still in this version of the game anyway. Yeah, let's give her a Mauser. And assuming it is actually working properly, and if either they already patched it, there should be a Mauser in their inventory. And then you can just take it and then just keep recycling the same things over and over. Arguably the best way to actually do that is actually to collect shotgun shells, because they're actually pretty expensive, and you can get around 800 in this general area. Anyway, we actually had to go and talk to Slappy here. Ask him about the Deathclaw. He tells you to go talk to Harold. Who is this guy right here?
Spare change, old friend, old pal. Can you help a poor mutant down? Oh, kind of your friend, Vic.
Alright, and just talk to him about the death claw.
Can't look at it. Put it up to you.
And I'll do that. Make sure you save because we're going to a death claw layer. Thankfully, there's only one of them. Now, it's here. He does have the hunting rifle. And Death Claw is likely just going to aim for you immediately. And should be down there, yep, there he is. Believe me, you're better off just trying to run. Because seriously, you do not want to get hit by these things. I'm not helping him. See, this is why I really wouldn't recommend giving him an SMG, because he has a bad tendency of just immediately attacking you with it. Because you're in the way. Well, at least he managed to cripple an arm. Would have been more helpful if it was a leg. Okay, it's almost down. Alright, 37 points. It's almost down, that's for sure. Okay, there we go. Another level. And let's go talk to this mutant. Ask him where you came from, and he gives you a whole tape. You can also get a radio from this one. Thankfully, that Deathclaw was the only enemy here. Anyway, let's go to downtown. And after that, we can actually talk to the Butch. Tell me about the mutants.
Did you even see the Deathclaw? You killed it? Well, an outpost? Well.
He has to apparently talk to a committee that doesn't do anything, I don't think. And we can tell him about his guard about the mutants, and tell him about the whole disc. And we get 1,000 experience and a number of caps. I think 700. Either way, at level 5, I believe we can now access the scenario for the 223 pistol. And while I say it's rather unfortunate we don't have the Red Ryder BB gun for this, but as soon as we rest up and make sure we save, let's attempt it. Offer to help this guy, and you appear at a building. Unfortunately, there's really no strategy other than I just sort of run in, possibly upgrade your small gun skill a bit. I'm gonna say to 100. Oh yeah, that's what I had on and then fire. Of course, the biggest problem is actually keeping companions alive because and just sort of charge in. Okay, good. Ian's still alive. I think one of these people have a 14mm. Right, that's one coming up around the corner. Okay, let's Yeah, let's make sure we can't get hit by this one. And looks like there's one more in there. Again, critical hit. There we go, that's what we needed. As long as Ted Joe can survive. Of course, there we go. I thought the one going down was Ted Joe. Either way, we made it through with 2 companions, so that is actually good. Alright then. We can get a 14mm weapon. Of course, they better unequipped and let's see here. I mean, I guess I could read those. There we go. That should free up some space. Take out that. Now let's give him the 2-handed weapons radio. I don't need the rope at the moment. That I don't need either. And I guess we can actually transfer those bullets. There we go. And what's here? One of them went down here. Well, that one didn't actually have anything. This one had the shotgun and shells. Abs and spiked knuckles. 250 for knuckles, I believe. 800 for 44 magnums. I'd like to say it was something like 300 for combat knife. Anyway, and quite a few stim packs in this area as well. But most notably, there's actually a set of metal armor here. I always thought there was at least one stim pack in the other room. Either way, we can actually find some stim packs here as well. And metal armor. Let's see here, I believe my weight cap is 80. Yep. Let's see here, let's take off the leather armor. Now, metal armor does have less armor class, but it has better resistances overall. Actually, I better keep that. And we can pick that up and equip it. And as for what I'm going to be equipping for actual weaponry, right here I already checked all of these. And it's going to be our new piece of equipment after the fact. What do we get by talking to Irwin after this scenario? And he gives you what he calls a rifle. It is actually the 223 pistol, which is arguably probably the best small gun in the game overall. I mean, the limited edition Red Ryder BB gun is useful, but it doesn't actually have any sort of armor piercing, so it only does a set amount of damage without critical. So yeah, the 223 pistol is arguably the best small gun. It does take one more AP than the Red Ryder BB gun, but either way, let's just see about repair. 34. Main reason why I'm going to be increasing repair quite a bit is because I want to get the power armor for repairing a set. Okay, there we go. Maximum weight capacity. Nobody can only carry 8 more pounds, huh? That's unfortunate. And we got pointed shotguns. Hopefully that's enough for one more. That's unfortunate. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Again, it's really tempting just to do that, but I'll refrain from doing it for this playthrough. Anyway, $46. Okay, hopefully we can get enough for books to increase it higher later. But anyway, I guess I'll end by talking to the water merchants, and they might have an idea of where to get a water chip. Either way, I got over 100 shots. Right here you can make a deal with them to actually bring water to the vault temporarily, which extends your time by, I believe, 100 days, but it's really not worth it overall. Ask them about water chip. Anyway, you get the name drop of the necropolis. So that's obviously where we're heading next. That's over 3,000 for the next level up. Anyway, I suppose this is the best time to end this episode. That being said, I hope everybody enjoyed this episode. So, everybody have a good day. I hope everybody has a good day.